Hello. This is very exciting that I get to share something with you that I had an experience that I've never experienced before. And I participated in my first bowling tournament. I started bowling almost 2 years ago. I'm going to say about 2 years, and now we're pushing 2 years. Yeah, I had a really huge handicap, and now I've developed the confidence to not have such a high handicap. But I really wanted to share this experience only because this is part of my channel, and I think a lot of us take a lot of risks, or we don't take enough risks in our lives to see the possibilities and the expansion that we are potentially designed to be. And I joined my first tournament this morning at 9 a.m. Prior to the journey to the tournament, it was a nope tap tournament. So it's not a crazy stressed out one where you have to get all 9 pins to get a strike. So it's technically get 9 pins, and then you receive a strike considered for 10 pins. So it kind of keeps the stress level low, but it's still stressful because you don't want to gutter your ball, and you want to hit 9 pins, and you want to do well, and it was a tough situation. I mean, it can be for anybody, especially when you try something new. It's since I've never done a tournament, I've been in leagues. We just completed a league series, my husband and I, and another couple, and we actually were first place. So we got really good prize winnings, which is really kind of fun to experience. And then also having a high series for a handicap I received. So there was some prize winnings, and yeah, more than a paycheck. Anyhow, or average paycheck would be like a salary paycheck. Like my teaching paycheck, it was almost as much as that, which was pretty cool. Anyways, but that was the fun part about it. But I wanted to talk about the experience that I went through today. And today was really kind of trying to keep myself grounded. And I've been talking about being grounded in the nervous system, and how does that entail, and why is it such an important situation for us, because we're freaking out, because I freak out all the time. Everybody freaks out, I think. If you don't freak out, then you're too grounded. No offense, but what I'm saying is, this morning I was kind of like, oh, I'm going to do this series. I'm going to do this series, and I'm going to give it a try. My husband didn't participate. He has a shoulder injury right now, or he's trying to make sure that he doesn't overuse his shoulder because we still have another league that we play on. And I don't want to make this such a big, long video, but what I'm figuring out, and I'm so observant about my experiences, that this morning I woke up and I had my coffee, and I sit in my space so that so my day doesn't go ballistic, and that's how I ground myself. and I'll journal. I do other stuff, which is really cool. So I really love to journal as if my life has been presented to me. So like vision journaling, or in the direction, or the intentional journaling. But and go back to the bowling thing, is I can get off track, so I got to make sure that I stay on track. What I'm saying is, I was excited, but not overexcited, but maintaining and saying, it's okay, I got this. I've never done this before. It's okay if I mess up. It's okay. I'm going through this experience. But in a competitive mode, when we got there, I was kind of anxious because we had to wait outside, because we got there before 9 o'clock in the morning because we had to sign in. And you had to be early because there was only limited spaces. So yeah, so I think I was like the 10th one in line, which was great. I don't know how many people played. I think there was like 10 lanes for the tournament, and approximately 3 to 4 people on the lane. And I got grouped with really great people that I actually met for the first time, or I've seen them in the bowling alley. So I got to develop more of a friendship, because when you're kind of bowling and you're rooting for each other, because it's competitive, but not competitive like, in a sense, if you look at it in a broader sense, you're competing with everybody, but in a sense too, you're also competing within yourself. And I can see that developing. And but it was so, I got there, and then all of a sudden I started getting nervous, and then I'm like, where the heck is this coming from? Like my heart started racing, and I'm thinking, like, I bowled in leagues, but I wasn't bowling with my husband, or I wasn't bowling with my personal team, so you kind of root each other on. But then it became a different kind of experience. My husband did show up, because he wasn't going to be able to be there, but he showed up and he helped me through it. But not like, I still had to deal with me in my interior body. Like, oh my God, what am I doing? My alignment, I didn't want gutters. And my first game was kind of, it was a high game. 161 is not too bad. And for no tap, and I had a lot more regular strikes than I did the night instead of the no tap. So it kind of balanced. But yeah, that game was a little rough, even my form, but I got to study myself, and I got to figure out things and I didn't let myself, overwhelm myself. So then I also put my headset on. So it kind of brought stuff into me, like, okay, focus on something else. Don't focus on the game. Do this. Okay, you can do that. And it just started to by the third game, I finally could feel my body just finding that homeostasis, where that calm comes into place. So I have a video that I talked about, that confidence doesn't come before fear. And I wasn't literally scared. It was just like my body was just responding and acting so stupid. Sorry, that's the way it was. But that's kind of where I kept on thinking, oh my gosh, how does this, why is my body doing this? How do I bring it, down? So once I did my breathing, I held my chest, and I'm like, okay, it's okay. It's okay. And then my game started to shift, and I could feel like that. And it felt good. By, the fourth game, I knew I had more. By the fifth game, the last game, I shot a 268 or 263. I'm a little excited, but I just wanted to explain how we don't really look at what we're doing in our lives sometimes, or acknowledging, or we dismiss or we react to our reactions, and then we spiral, and then we overdo it, and then we get in our heads. and then when we get in our heads. So I know that in situations that I've seen and observed others, is that the minute they start throwing a bad shot, then they start talking, oh, I screwed up, I did this, I did that, oh, I was shooting for the pocket, and look at what the heck happened. And then you keep talking. It's like you keep talking all this negativity or not something. So basically you create your reality in that sense. And this is what I talk about in about the universe, and how do I say it? I lost my train of thought. We create a reality when we start to spiral, because we're not grasping it or getting a hold of it. So when you feel like you've lost communication with your body and your mind, and they're not aligned, you're not aligned to throw that strike, because you've already started to lose that confidence and your alignment to being grounded, your homeostasis part of that. And yeah, I mean, I have so much to say. I observe things from, I don't know, you can call it mind's eye. I mean, there's so much. But I'm going to be really honest here, is that in experiences that I observe, really you can shift. You can shift in moments. And when you're not shifting, breathing through it, closing your eyes, aligning yourself, saying great things about, the affirmational part, like it's okay, give yourself permission, allow yourself to surrender. Even, like when I didn't throw a good shot, I left it on the alley, that right at it's like it stayed there. And I sat down, try not to think about it. And then I said, okay, new shot. That's like every day. And I don't know if that makes any sense, but kind of just wanted to, this is like a little improv. This is even me learning how to communicate spontaneously. And this is a breakthrough for me too. I mean, breakthroughs are happening all the time. You just got to take action. You just got to give it a try. Even if whatever you want and desire in your life, if you don't open that door, you don't get to check it out or experience it or know that you really like it. I didn't know I was gonna like bowling. Oh my God. And now, my average, I had a handicap probably of 150 when I started, and my bowling was when I was like 53, or I think it was like crazy low numbers, and every other ball that I threw was, a gutter ball. And now, I'm very proud to say that I stuck to it because I really enjoy it. I love throwing my balls in formation and seeing, how it just, how that ball curves. I got a hooker ball. Can you say that? Hooker ball? Yeah, they hook. And I went from a straight ball to, a traditional, and now I'm doing fingertip, and it's crazy, but it's fun. Living and experiencing life is so much fun. I even have a Jeep. Who would think, from a Camaro to a Jeep and going over mountains? I can talk all day, but I'm not going to. Anyhow, I guess, just the idea of opening a channel and being able to share this, and perhaps maybe it'll resonate with anybody, like you want to try something. You want to do something in your life, or experience something, or not, okay, let's put it this way. Not only that you want to experience something, but if you think about it, something you never thought you could open up and then you actually enjoy it. I didn't think I was gonna like bowling. I did it because I thought, why not? Why not? I said yes. And that's one of my books. I wrote a book and saying yes. Because when I say yes, it's like the world opens up to me to like, oh, I never thought I could do something like this. Oh, I never thought that I could experience this. I'm just opening this channel just to give it an insightful way to maybe share stories here about what we are doing in our lives and support each other. I don't know. I mean, I have friends, but my friends are all, crazy busy too. But sometimes I think we grow more when we're connecting more to others outside our friends, because we find something new about ourselves. Anyhow, so this video is going to 16 minutes and I would love to share more experience. So if you share this, subscribe to this channel so we can share experiences like this. I mean, I can give you so much detail about how I learn and how I continue to improve my bowling techniques, and in how I use physics and how I use geometry. I mean, in bowling, even I figured that out too for CrossFit. I did CrossFit for several years, and I looked at it and I'm like, oh my God, this is physics. My body can do all these crazy things. And why? Because I allowed my mind to do it with me. So if you can break through all those other little things, you can start seeing how much potential you actually have. We're amazing, wonderful human beings. Why wouldn't we be able to experience whatever we want? I do. So anyways, let me go back to thank you for joining me in this improv video. Not scripted at all, obviously, but I kind of want to bring it back in to say we are universally connected. So my channel is Universe Connected Channel, and my website is universe-.com. And if you want to live life and give it a try and explore and have the courage, I'm here. I can't believe I'm doing this, but peace out and have a great rest of your day. Take care.